Okay, here we go. Today's objective, I can multiply and divide real numbers. Let's read it together. 1, 2, 3. I can multiply and divide real numbers. Think about the question, what concept is it today? What is the concept for today? Tell your neighbor the concept for today. Right, we're still on real numbers. Okay, so copy your objective, please, on your notes. So once again, the title for today's lesson is on the agenda, and it should read Product and Quotient of Real Numbers. Okay, we don't need the prayer model, so write these steps down, please. Oh, before the steps, just to double check. Real numbers, we know that they're all the set of all numbers that can be represented on the number line, real number line. Examples, non-examples. Okay? Steps. To multiply and divide real numbers, steps. To multiply and divide real numbers, number 1. Identify if the result is a positive or negative. Identify if the result is a positive or negative. Open parentheses. And I want you to write the rule, the only rule that you should remember for multiplication and division. It says, if both numbers have the same sign, the result is positive. If both numbers have the same sign, the result is positive. If both numbers have the same sign, the result is positive. If both numbers have the same sign, the result is positive. If both numbers have the same sign, the result is positive. Tell your neighbor the rule. Okay, step 2. Compute the numbers. Compute the numbers. Compute the numbers. Multiply or divide. Compute the numbers, which means multiply or divide. And the third step, easiest step that people keep forgetting, simplify. Make sure you remember this one, and at the end, if you can simplify, simplify. Okay? The red, I want you to circle stuff. For the first step, identify and underline positive or negative. For the parentheses, I want you to circle same sign and underline positive. Step 2, compute, underline multiply or divide. And step 3, simplify. Okay, copy this example down, please. Example number 1. We got example 1, 1A, 1B, and 1C. So in between each one of these, leave a line so you have some room for work. Copy those down, please. Okay, I'm going to walk you through example 1A, and then you'll follow with the next 2. Here we go. So according to our notes, step number 1 is identify if the result is a positive or negative. How do we do that? If they both are the same sign, then it's a positive. Are they the same sign? No, so the very first thing I get that out of the way, I make the sign that the answer should be, right? From there, step 2, let's compute. What is 35 divided by 5? 7. At the end, can we simplify anymore? No, so we're done. Copy that and do 1B by yourself. Okay, here we go. B, first, identify if the result is positive or negative. Are they the same sign? So it's a positive. I'm not going to write anything in there. What's 11 times 4? Can we simplify anything else? No. Look at C. Are they the same sign? It's a negative. 6 times 7, 42. Hands if you got all those correct. Okay. Go to the next one. Example 2. Copy this down, please. Example 2. Here we go. Example 2A. Whenever you get to these type of examples, it's a multiplication of a fraction and a whole number. For those of us that are still making mistakes with these, I want you to write your whole number over 1. So we make it into a fraction. You guys see that? The whole number over 1. So make a note right here, put a little asterisk, and write, when multiplying a fraction times a whole number, comma, write the whole number over 1. Once again, make sure you make a note with these that whenever you get a fraction and a whole number, you make it into a fraction, the whole number, by writing it over 1. Okay, here we go. So step 1, identify if the result is a positive or negative. Are they the same sign? No, so it's a negative. What is 1 times 10? 10. 2 times 1? 2. Can we simplify that? The negative 10 divided by 2, that's 5, and it's a negative. Okay? Do B. Identify if the result is positive or negative. Are they the same sign? So it's a positive. 48 divided by 4, 12. If you don't see it, you need to write 48 divided by 4 and do your long division. 1, 4, 0, bring down the 8. And then 4 times 2, that's 8. Subtract, so that's 0. Okay? All right, example 3. You do this one by yourself. Example 3. Copy that. So, first things first, I'm going to make this whole number over, I'm going to write it over 1. Next, identify if the result is a positive or negative. Do we have the same sign on both numbers? No, so it's a negative. So then what is 3 times 2? 6. 1 times 3? 3. Can we simplify that? This is negative 2. Okay, example 4. Definition states that two numbers, when multiplied, give us a product of 1. And it cannot be the same number. So, check this out. I'm going to write here 1 over 4. 1 over 4. I want you to think about what number goes here that when we multiply it, then we simplify it, it should give us 1. Think about it. All right, tell your neighbor. All right, who said 4, okay, or 4 over 1. That is correct. What is 1 times 4? 4. What is 4 times 1? 4. What is 4 divided by 4? 1. Okay. Now, let's see what the term says. It says multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative. What operation are we using? Multiplication. That's why it's called multiplicative. Look at 1/4. Isn't 4 over 1 the inverse of 1/4? Yeah, that's why this is known as the multiplicative inverse or the reciprocal. Okay? Let me give you another example. What if I said 2/3 times what equals 1? Think about it. 2/3 times what equals 1? Okay, so by now everybody should see that the inverse of 2 over 3 is what? 3 over 2. So once again, what is that called? Reciprocal or multiplicative inverse. So whenever we get to these problems where you start doing division, make sure you call it either reciprocal or multiplicative inverse. Yes? All right. Okay, let's do this one together. First things first. Identify if the result is a positive or negative. So we have the same sign. So it's a positive, okay? But we need to change this, don't we? So therefore, the first fraction stays the same, -1/2. We change the division to multiplication. And what is the reciprocal of -5 over 6? -6 over 5. So you need to write it out. -6 over 5. Okay, so therefore, let's compute. What is 1 times 6? 6. 2 times 5? 10. Can we simplify? Yes, by dividing by 2, so we're left with 3/5. And notice that we got rid of the signs from the very beginning. We said it was a positive and we didn't have to do anything else, right? Okay? And that's it. Enjoy your homework, guys. See you guys tomorrow.